What is up, my dudes? I forgot to do the chat thing. God damn it. Hang on, give me a second. Ah! ADHD, not even once. Hang on, give me a second. Chat is looking all weird. I put that on the thing, on the to-do list to... Wait, no, not edit. I just wrote it to URL. Hang on. Hi, I hope you're all doing well. Hang on, give me a second. What's happening on screen right now is absolutely just not okay. Okay, that should be better. Sorry about that. Hi, this is Teiyu, your emotional support animal. Hi, Holmes. Hi, Shmee. What's up? Hi, Analog. Congrats on being first. And hi, Moon. And hi, Sentinel. What's up? What is up with y'all? We're doing some studying today. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, I tell us, yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be amazing. Feeling a little sick. Aw. I hope it's not gonna get worse. Yeah, do take it easy. God knows, like, last time I got sick, it started right after I worked out, even though I felt sick. So yeah, don't push yourself. Yeah. I'm very sleepy. It's one of those. I'm rather very upset or to say angry today, so I'll be like, aw. Well, I hope you understand what the purpose is and like what the reason is and what you can do about it. Basically, like, anger doesn't have to be a bad thing as long as it's productive, you know? So yeah, is there still a movie night this week? Yeah. We're gonna watch John Wick 3. The one that comes between 2 and 4. Yeah. I still haven't really figured out who is gonna be streaming it, but it has worked out before, so it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fine. And bullying people via games because a certain character got a slightly OP rework, and there's a lore update. Well, I see you're using your time productively. As long as you're having fun, it's all good. I mean, you know, I assume that you're just playfully bullying, like, you know, bullying took on kind of a weird dimension online, kind of. I don't know. Hi, this guy. What's up? Mostly known, that's what makes it worse. Aw. That shouldn't make it worse. I mean, anger is okay as long as it's like a primary thing. Like, that's something I need to still wrap my head around. Like, I think sometimes you might hear that, like, anger is a secondary emotion. I don't think that's true. At least as far as I understand secondary emotions. The thing about secondary emotions is that they're like emotions about emotions. Like, you might feel some sort of way and then that makes you feel angry, you know, like, you know, maybe you're actually sad, but then, you know, you don't want to express that sadness, so instead you get angry, you know. Yeah, as long as, you know, as long as there's something to direct that anger towards, something productive, it should be fine. Also, hi Beanzo. The rework of the character is fine and it's 100% less laggy. That used to be a problem for the character's old ability, which was to take control of the opponent's screen. They both switch screens for 5 seconds. That is wild. A Last of Us type creature is growing in my toilet bowl right now. Wow. Please get that sorted out. I don't want to deal with an apocalypse. Like, there's so much apocalypse already happening. Like, you know, just try and keep that contained to your toilet bowl at the very least, you know. Not just press buttons for place with target. Oh, yeah, that probably makes things a lot easier. Lupin is alive. Hell yeah. That's a good start to anything, you know? Lupin being alive is already a good thing to check off on the list. The world's gonna blow up. Oh, well. You know, we had a good run, I guess. Guess what? Zombie apocalypse are my favorite things. Well, okay, like, you can have fun with your zombies, like, but just please contain it to your own living quarters. Suicide bomb. What? I'm gonna go ahead and say that's probably okay to say. But like, please be careful about saying things like, you know, talking about like suicide things in chat. I'll play Fierce to Fathom episode 2 today. Oh, I see. Like, you finished the first one, I guess? I wasn't around when you beat it. Sorry about that. I think I was probably under the shower or something. A sewer slide bomber is someone who fucking explodes other people and themselves, something like that. I don't know. I don't know if that makes it better. You're a little silly. I shall commit the boom boom. Oh no. Which is... I think boom boom is like... Hang on. Isn't boom boom a way to say, like... poop? Does boom boom mean poop? Yeah, it's like childish language. So yeah. Anyway. The game I played yesterday, finished it. What other numbers work for faces? 6? 6 is kind of a tongue out kind of thing. And 9, same way. Also funny things happened in IDV. The blind girl might be OP. She's not got a built-in speed boost. Ooh. Blind girl being OP sounds good. That's a good play. You know, if anything has to be OP, it might as well be the blind girl. Yeah, 1 works too, okay. Yeah. He's proud to try more scary games now. Aww. Yeah, it's good to push your boundaries. Boom boom poop or maybe boom boom fart galore, yeah. Okay. Let's start doing some reading. Actually, we already did the reading last time, but I didn't retain any of it. Afraid to play the 7 FNAF games I pirated. Oh, yeah, FNAF it's something. That is, you know, that can really hit a nerve. I know it did for me. Back then. Back in the old days. Funny thing is, the most OP IDV characters are either traumatized, crazy, or disabled in some way. It is that kind of game, isn't it? She's just a thick queen. We stan. We stan a thick queen. Silent Hill games, oh yeah, those can get you too. Making a zombie apocalypse thingy with my OCs and friends' OCs. Ooh, that sounds fun. Still think it's funny that I made the mistake of opening the door yesterday in the game. Yeah. Probably not something you should do. That guy is just this mute guy who used to love everyone but now hates everyone. Aw. That's sad. I hope he gets better. Like, you know, something must have happened to cause that. I hope that it gets better. You know? You know what I mean. Alright. It'll be 1 AM now, time to drink water and open the home door, yeah! Time to let in the evil, you know? Just... like, it's like airing out the place, you just let in the evil and then it goes out the other window and it's all good. His old friend is now this overbearing, violent, but also happy-go-lucky friend. The main guy bashes at him with a baseball bat. That's an interesting dynamic, I guess. Not sure I would want a friendship like that. Alright, let me start reading. Or rereading, as it were. I guess I'll take some more notes more frequently this time. Zombie apocalypse fucking ruins people, probably, yeah. Probably. Most people, probably. I wonder. I feel like, yeah, no, it would probably just cause a huge mess. Like, I imagine that some people might form, like, actual stronger communes, and it might actually help their mental health. You know, sticking together, actually bonding over shared trauma and stuff.
Teiyu would survive a zombie apocalypse.
Thank you. To be honest, the jump scare came in the right time too. First, someone played the stream sound effect and then I get jump scared, yeah. And that's a zombie apocalypse. Imagine if Karen still lives simply because they already lost their brain cells. Aw, that's mean. What was I saying? Right. I am still surprised that, you know, I think I read something to this effect in a Cracked article, but like, it's weird that there's not an anime or manga or whatever where there's like a zombie apocalypse and like the world is being saved by like bikers, you know, by people on bicycles. Cause like there's a manga for everything, you know, for every kind of hobby and whatever. And like, if you're totally into bicycles, like it would be such ripe material for a story, to write a story about like bicycle riders just saving everyone during the zombie apocalypse because they don't need fuel and electricity and stuff, you know? Like everyone's always like, oh no, the car's not moving, we're doomed, we gotta get a new car and we gotta get the fuel and stuff, but bikes exist, you know? I'm just surprised that no one's done that. Or at least to my knowledge. With the power of friendship and girl power, yeah! Karen zombies, that would probably be the one zombie that alerts other zombies. That sounds very true, yeah. Someone's awesome dad. If you want to. If you want me to be. Meanwhile, I've already lost my brain cells because me just a dumb but no dumb no dumb. Wait. Me just be a dumb but no dumb no dumb. I was going to tell you not to call yourself a dumb, but now I'm not sure what you're calling yourself. Also, the fact that zombie apocalypse thing I made with friends are about OCs we made in Roblox and other games and stuff. Aw. You should talk to Anne about that. I think Anne would be very happy. Karen Zombie's still going after managers, yeah. I like to eat the manager's brains. Oh no, all transport has been cut off. We can't go anywhere efficiently anymore, the entirety of Netherlands. Hey, guess what? Also, not gonna lie, when I see horror apocalypse movies, I always wonder why the characters don't consider an umbrella as a good weapon. Umbrellas are long, they can also be good like a baseball and the apoc weapon, huh? Most umbrellas aren't very sturdy though, aren't they? Are they? Alright. Let's friggin... I mean, it depends on the zombies, like... If there are particular zombies with like, I don't know, that spit some kind of stuff on you, the bicycle, oh, that's why. You would use Teiyu as a weapon. Explain. Explain, please. You would have to be very strong to wield me as a weapon. Right, yeah, if the zombies have like some kind of spit weapon, then you could use the umbrella both as a shield and as a sword, yeah. You're just grabbing like a baseball bat and swinging around. I weigh like 70 kilo, like... And I'm not sure if I'm well balanced for swinging around. I mean, I appreciate the trust in my my core strength, but you know, I think there's multiple ways that can go wrong. And throw him at the zombie's horn first. These horns? You talking about these horns? These nubs? I'm not sure if that's gonna help. I do have a really thick head, like, but yeah. Hi Kana, how are you doing? Teiyu's weapon reminds me of those cursed Genshin mods where they replace characters' weapons with other characters. What the hell? I'm good too, I'm good too. I'm very sleepy. I'm a particular kind of sleepy where I can kinda be a little bit hyper, but mostly my brain is just a little bit muddy. Ah! Hello, Golan. Didn't expect you would say these nuts. Did I say that? What? Oh no, these nubs. Like, you know, a nub is like a little stubby thing, like these horns. They could do some damage if the zombies are weak enough. Well, I mean, at that point, why not just punch them? You know? Sapphira, hi. Hope you're having a good day too. Let me give you a shout out. While I'm forced to do some squats.
Please. How?
What?
How did I miss? Welcome to Hotland. Ring, what's up? Papyrus, why?
9,
Papyrus, you fuck!
11,
Hey, what's up?
12,
I was just thinking.
13.
You, me, and Undine
14,
should all hang out sometime.
15,
I think you would make great
16,
pals. Let's meet up at her house later.
18,
Click. Papyrus!
19, 20.
You fuck!
Papyrus calling in the middle of me running for my life. And notably, Undine politely waiting for him to call you. I think willing to tell you like some sort of cursed Minecraft mod would be funnier. What? Explain. What does that mean? Whew. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Alright. So, we're talking about coping skills, and this time it's the internal judo skills. Which are like about making everything not hurt as much, basically. Making yourself more resilient. If you must ask, you're not ready to decipher the code of the clown very well. I shall accept this shortcoming of mine. Oh, Wild Scyther appeared. Who could catch these great balls? There we are. That is a heck of a code. I stole this term from Aaron Sapp, my ever-patient friend and collaborator. The skills in this category are about evaluating our internal responses, thoughts, or feelings. While everything we feel is real, it may not always reflect reality. And even if your internal thought process represents the truthiest truth in the history of all that is accurate about the universe, that doesn't mean that you are entirely stuck with the exact story you've got going on right now. Feeling thoughts may be accurate, but not the least bit fucking helpful. Did you hear something about skeletons? That Undertale reference? It always is. Everything is an Undertale reference. These skills are the ones where you recognize your feeling thoughts and work to unpack them a bit, or reframe them just enough to create some breathing room. Sometimes coping means recognizing the fuckery going on, but distancing ourselves from it mentally. So yeah, this is like mental work that works to make everything, put everything into perspective. and make it not hit as hard. Personally, I don't believe that Teiyu has a skeleton. Okay, I'm listening. What do I have instead? Is it just cartilage, or just pure willpower, or just black goop? The black goop theory, I see. Puro from changed. What is that? Aw, that is cute. What the hell is this? That's a cute little fairy dude. Or dudette? I mean, just because I'm seeing a drawing with boobs doesn't mean that it's necessarily factual. Mimi Teiyu. Crap, Hesslin rubbed my eyes after touching chili. Oh god, please take care of that. Oh dear. Hope your eyes are okay. Is it bad I don't know what changed in the game's premise? Oh dear. I don't know. What is the game's premise? Alright. Okay. So, first one is prayer and meditation, which is a little bit controversial. These are the things that people tell me over and over are their two biggest coping skills. You may be rolling your eyes up in your head at me over this one, I know. Prayer? I don't do religion. Meditate? I sure as hell don't have time to sit and for an hour. But let's unpack those skills before you decide they're not for you. You want to be able to be fully informed before telling me to fuck off, right? Vesper, hi there. Stevie! Stevie, give yourself a shout out, you big ol' butt. Transfer game is where changed is probably sexual. I haven't played a transfer game. Aww. A person turns into a fairy by goop or something. Aww. One of those things, I see. Yeah, long time no see. How have you been? Yeah, my progress. Whew. My progress is a little bit... It's interesting. Like, I had... Just yesterday, I had a sort of therapy session, which was, quite intense. And like I feel like we stumbled upon something. Well, we didn't stumble. We found something like really big there, and I think that's gonna be very valuable if I can manage to hold on to it. So yeah, I already decided before then that I'm gonna take a little detox from the internet tomorrow. But yeah, now I'm gonna do it even more, and like reflect on those thoughts and stuff like that. Yeah. Here's Stevie, and you're here to say you came to hype me up in a major way. Well then. In a major way, that actually makes a lot of sense for you. Riz person, hello. How are you doing? I have the word decipher copied because I cannot spell it. Why can I not spell it? It's just cipher and D and, you know, I say as if it was easy. Stevie, hope you have a good day. Gotta go. Oh, okay. Take care. I'm stupid? No, you're not stupid. You're fine. Okay. The reason that both prayer and meditation feel weird and icky for people is that they are tied intrinsically to spirituality. And so many people have had really fucked up experiences with one of the common expression of spirituality, organized religion. Even though I was raised by theological scholars who encouraged healthy skepticism of bullshit coupled with a doctrine of inclusivity and acceptance, I still had plenty of church-going experiences that left me angry, sad, and disconnected. You can call me Meme, by the way. My friend challenged me to change it. Okay. I'll try to keep that in mind. Hang on, can I... Whoa. Ah, thank you for the follow. Hang on, let me see. There should be... Yeah. I can... change the way your name appears in my chat. Wait, wow. Was that really loud or is it just me? I have autism, therefore I am superhuman. You know what? Sure, yeah. I wouldn't call that stupid, but if you're gonna say that makes you superhuman, I mean, sure, own it. Oh, but where the heck was I? I was reading a thing. After all, my parents were fighting against a huge tsunami of religion as a mechanic of toxic control rather than an impetus for love, care, and action. And while I wasn't anti-religion, I wasn't sure where I fit into some sort of religious practice. Spin. By the way, if you have any questions as to what the heck I'm doing, please go ahead and ask. In short, I'm reading something, and, you know, I can't show you the text on screen for copyright reasons, but I'm reading it and I'll be taking notes in a little bit. Oh, friend has a condition where he has like multiple people in his brain called a system. Oh, DID. One of the guy there in there is Medic from TF2, really? I didn't know that could happen. But I guess it makes sense. Like if you really identify with them, then sure. I mean, I'm a little concerned if they really identify with the Medic, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. An introject? Aw? Oh, like entering something into yourself. I see. Oh, I guess so. Also, thanks for the Google. I literally started speaking German yesterday. It was quite funny, really. Interesting. Is he good at German, or or does he just speak like the way he thinks German should sound? Then spirituality, and to some extent the organization of spirituality into a religious practice, came up over and over and over again in my dissertation research. I couldn't hide from my own damn data, and while trying to come up with a way to categorize how we think and use spirituality and religion in our lives, I bumped into Gerald Blanchard's definition of spirituality. He keeps it simple, and simple is what I needed. Spirituality is just purposeful belonging. Oh. He speaks it well, nice. Ich auch. Sometimes I do that when I'm angry, I just start cursing in German. Oh. Oh. Bist du Deutsch? Kannst du Deutsch sprechen? Oder nee? Maybe I should have a redeem to make me like speak German, but I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah? Ah, hello. It feels so weird to speak German on stream. Ich bin Deutsch. Hello. I would love to learn German, man. Oh, you don't want to meet German, man. Like that. That's a horrible superpower. Our fundamental mechanisms of invoking this purposeful belonging are prayer and meditation. I know this still sounds very incense. Hello. Chanting and woo-woo. But I've had several people tell me since the coping skills zine this book is based on first came out, that they had a huge shift in their thinking with how I presented my understanding of prayer and meditation. Oh, thanks for the lurk. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for the stretch. What's your opinion on Yugoslavia? I do not have an opinion. I think it is a country. I think it is a country in like the Balkans? The Balkan state? That's used to be a country, well, darn. Alright, it was like split up into Slovakia and something. I don't know. See, that's my opinion. I don't even know what it is. Okay. So, internal judo skills. Serbia and Montenegro. Oh. Internal judo skills. How about evaluating our internal responses? Yes, about evaluating our internal responses, the way we process and perceive information. Feeling thoughts. Feeling thoughts, where is it? Never mind. And perceive information. Yeah. Feelings are inherently real, but they may not necessarily reflect reality. And even if they do, you can still work on the way you internally frame things. Recognize your feeling thoughts and work to unpack them a bit. Oh. Prayer and meditation. Note. This might rub you the wrong way, but it doesn't have to be tied to religion. A wild ferret appears. Hang on. Do I have a ferret emote? Not quite, but this one will do. Doesn't have to be tied to religion. The way? Where was I going? The way? Can you show me the way? Oh yeah. The way, Harper, the author, let's say the author, the way the author understands these terms, they are only directly tied to spirituality, which according to a quote from Gerald long shell is just purposeful belonging. Aw, no one wanted the ferret. Sad. Okay, is there anything else important here? No, it's just a lot of defense. Just a lot of defense regarding this. That said, you can choose to call these something else to distance them from the religious context if you want to. They still work just as well, by the way. Anyway, what are these guilds? Our fundamental mechanisms of invoking are I already got that. Essentially what we have agreed culturally to define as prayer is just talking to, speaking either to ourselves or something bigger than ourselves, about our wants, needs, desires, and intentions. Human beings are storytellers after all. We even tell ourselves stories in our sleep, though we call it dreaming. Talking through our situation in this manner can be far more powerful than talking to a friend, family member, or therapist. It's a grounding experience that helps us be more aware of our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Prayer can be understood as talking to. Expressing your thoughts and feelings and in a way that's directed at something at ourselves or something greater than ourselves. Like for instance, your equivalent of Teiyu. Can be a grounding experience that makes you more aware of these feeling, thoughts, and your behaviors. Meditation can be understood as listening to. Meditation is listening to. Meditation is the process of quieting ourselves down enough to hear what's going on inside us. Our minds are brilliant at creating endless amounts of chatter. Vibe check. There is a little bit of like that good old fear going on, that good old uncertainty about like, oh wait, why did chat suddenly get so silent? Like, is everyone gone or something like that? But mostly I'm just like trying not to worry about it and just chill, And I'm really tired. There's so many different kinds of tiredness. And wait, I already said that earlier, but yeah, so many different kinds of tiredness, and I'm like in kind of a weird one where it's kind of going. I can kind of function, but it's a little bit rough. can be understood as listening to. That we often talk back to without listening first. Meditation doesn't require a red cushion or saffron robe and a shaved head unless that works for you. It just means a willingness to hear yourself before you start arguing back. Settle in and pay attention. See what you find out. Tuning out the endless distractions your brain creates to really listen to what's going on inside of you. So yeah, that's really all there is to it. Honestly, I'm not sure. Just vibing right now, that's cool. I'm glad to hear that. Glad you enjoyed here. Yeah, honestly, this is all reminding me of, well, the prayer thing. It's kind of reminding me of the kind of therapy that I've been doing recently, which is not officially therapy, but it kind of is, really. It's, you know, it's coaching from someone who does therapy. They'll do like systemic, what was it? Systemic family constellation? Family constellations, systemic constellations, systemic family constellations, yeah. Is a pseudoscientific therapeutic method. What? Rude. Which draws on elements of family systems therapy. Oh, I guess it might just... Okay, so he also does the constellations thing, but I guess it's family counseling? I don't know, whatever. The point is... The point is, like, part of what he does is he just kind of tries to get a vibe for, like, what's going on inside of me. And then, and we talk about, like, my issues, and then offers me, like, things to say. And then you know, we get a sense of, like, how easy is it for me to say? What kind of feelings does it evoke? And it's, like, surprisingly powerful. Like in that session yesterday, you know, we were starting, like, he was starting to get frustrated with how little how little progress I'm showing. Oh, thanks for the deep breath. Gotta refill my attention span, I'll be back though, okay. Where the heck was I? Freaking hell. Losing my attention. Yeah, how little progress I'm making, how I'm just stuck kind of walking in circles. Which, you know, true. And he offered me, like, this the sentence, why don't all of you just leave me alone? And it's just like, yeah. That is what I'm feeling inside, isn't it? And yeah. And, you know, that was far from the most hard-hitting one, but yeah, I guess I won't get too far into, like, the ones that really hit hard, but yeah, it really showed me, like, something about how I actually think inside. Because yeah. Sometimes you think you want something, but you only kind of made the decision that you want the thing, but your feelings aren't quite there yet because your feelings are still stuck in the pattern of just kind of, you know, bobbing along. Anyway. Escapism. If prayer and meditation are a way of being in the present moment, escapism is a way of pulling back from an untenable situation without getting muddled up in the past. Okay, what's the difference, fancy doctor lady? Escapism is a conscious move into another world for a while. It could be through guided imagery, a wonderful book, moving music, or binge-watching Grace and Frankie on Netflix. Escapism is intentionally moving to another space in a mental and emotional way, but of course you make all balls out and take a vacay, that works too. It gives you a chance to soothe your tired self without getting trapped in a nasty cycle of perseverating on memories. Seriously, go to the thrift store and buy up all the Babysitters Club books. Hey Morty, what's up? Or whatever you loved to read as a kid. Run a bubble bath and escape the fuck up out of this mess. I'm vibing. I'm, sleepy, reading a thing, trying not to lose track of all my thoughts. And stuff. Yeah. The important thing is that the escapism be proactive rather than passive. That's a big thing. Like the intentionality behind something. Like if you get caught in like some kind of pattern and you just kind of feel helpless to, helpless within it, like you just have to keep doing it, then that's not good. But if you just, you can do things that would normally be bad, but if you have a purpose behind it. Like yesterday, I gave someone the advice to compare themselves to others, which usually is a bad thing to do. But if you have a unrealistic idea of like how good you are in comparison to others, then once in a while it can be good to do that as like some kind of reality check, like just find like an actually fair comparison with someone, find a fair way to compare yourselves, and then be like, okay, well, looks like my performance is perfectly normal, so I guess I don't have to worry about me being totally worthless, which of course is also just a totally different story. Like you're inherently worthy, that isn't tied to what you accomplish or anything. The important thing is that it's proactive. A lot of people who struggle with depression report spending a ton of time sitting around and watching TV, and report that they don't feel any better for doing so. To use terms borrowed from cognitive behavior therapy, we are looking for things that provide a sense of pleasure and maybe even mastery. One of the escapism ideas I've talked about above is guided imagery. I found that people get confused about guided imagery and meditation, thinking they're essentially the same thing. In fact, guided imagery is pretty much the opposite of meditation, but still a very positive coping skill. Guided imagery is a form of storytelling. It is the use of words, and sometimes music and other soothing sounds, to invoke and guide you to a calm, focused, and relaxed state. Oftentimes you're encouraged to use your imagination to picture yourself somewhere calming, like on a beach or in the woods. It's a form of intentional and healthy distraction, escapism from your current stressful situation. A purloin in chat exists. Okay. If you're ruminating and upset and worried for the future, the clinical term is anticipatory distress, then guided imagery helps you refocus your imagination on something that is calming and positive. Research demonstrates that guided imagery, if done properly, calms our flooding of stress hormones, and therefore our emotional turmoil, and helps us manage physical pain by activating our subconscious processes as well as our conscious ones. Properly means including the following elements identified by licensed social worker Belaruth Naperstek, one of the first people to utilize guided imagery as clinical intervention. Her categories, with my brief interpretation, are listed below. Okay, let's get back to that in a minute. Let's take some notes. Escapism. Okay, gotta get a new page going. Escapism. Mentally going to another place can be good for you to have a sense of peace and relaxation for a while. If you do it with purpose. You might constantly binge watching something and not feeling any better because it's just a pattern and a way to kill time at that point. If you really make the conscious decision to enjoy something, as a treat and a treat and a retreat from your stress, it can be more enjoyable and healing. Proactive. Guided imagery. Guided imagery is also a useful form of this, where you kind of go on an internal journey. Encourage use imagination, semi-calming, form of healthy, attentional, distraction, escapism. These things especially had to leave because a Yogscast guy was streaming. Oh, who's that? That sounds familiar, but I can't quite place it right now. These things especially help when you're ruminating. Diggy hole guy. Ah. Ah, yeah, Yogscast. Huh. Yeah, that diggy hole guy. Of course, that guy. Especially help when you're ruminating. Which is to say, like, unproductively stuck on thoughts, on worries and stuff. Research demonstrate that guided imagery, if done properly, comes out of flooding of dish or more physical pain, work among subconscious properly imaging. The mind-body connection. Guided imagery puts the entirety of your body into the image. The subconscious only understands the present tense and will relate to sensory cues, things that help you feel, hear, see, smell, and taste, will activate all the right pay attention cues in us. Why they call it a soft drink? Because when I get hit in the head with a Dr. Pepper. It doesn't feel very soft. Well, the drink itself is soft, but the container is not. It's the essential difference there. If you put a soft drink into a bag, well then, you know, it's still a soft drink. You know, it won't hurt. The altered state. By engaging our entire body in guided imagery, we are essentially invoking a form of self-hypnosis. This focused state helps us connect to our creativity and intuition while managing our negative thoughts and feelings. Our brainwaves literally change our heartbeat, our breathing patterns, etc. Locus of control. Good guided imagery puts you in charge of the action. You're being guided, but you're the one doing the real movement in your mind. It is toward a direction that serves your healing and growth. Belarus's website, healthjourneys.com, has a ton of guided imagery audio files that follow these principles. There are also lots of great guided imagery sessions on YouTube and other places on the web. Check some out, keeping in mind the healing elements mentioned above. Oh, my body connection. Got it. Putting it. Good guided imagery. Will include the following aspects. Mind body connection. Puts the entirety of your body into the image. The subconscious understands the present and will lead to sensory cues. Things that help you feel trade well with the right pay attention cues in us. I'm not entirely sure what this means. Like, I guess she means that you should, it helps to, like, have some incense going on or whatever, you know, to activate your smell. I don't know. It puts your entire body into the image. Subconscious reacts to sensory input, like feeling smell, hearing, taste. Taste these nuts. Okay. The altered state. Altered state. By engaging our entire body and it's essentially a form of self-hypnosis where you're this state connects you to your creativity and intuition while managing negative feeling thoughts. This literally changes. Morty! What's up? Your heartbeat. I'ma eat you, well darn. But if you eat me, I'm gonna be gone. And then what? You know, what then? What then? This is entirely counterproductive. Sorry to bother you, Teiyu, but you just got a friend request from an art scammer from your server. Who should I report this to? Oh dear. I guess to me? Maybe also just any other goat guard people? Actually, I'm not entirely sure who's in the goat guard. Who's in the goat guard? Sarah. Oh, is this person? Is it someone called Sarah? That sounds very suspicious. That is way too generic a name. It's Sarah. Nah. God damn it. Guy from a server added me into friends and wanted me to check his animation and graphic designs. Oh yeah, that keeps happening. Man, I thought it only happened to people who are like, you know, at least streamers, but you don't even stream, do you? Or do you? Does Morty stream? Hang on. Oh, weird. Thanks, Vesper. Boop. And the boop. And a stretch. I do buy, like, for myself. Oh, really? Oh. Yep. And the breathing. Some funny shit will happen, so I could clip and laugh in the future. Okay. What was I? So I don't know how to deal with that. Should I just outright ban this person? Who may or may not be a person? I'm not sure if that's too harsh. I don't know. Locus of control. Good guided imagery puts you in charge of the action. You are being guided. Locus of control. It puts you in charge of the imagery. You are... There's a hound hour in chat. You are being guided, but you are the one who's really doing the movement and making the decisions. Hi, Boomer. I'll try. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you're doing well. Making the decisions and stuff. Self-compassion. Okay, let's be honest. It's just us here after all, right? How do you talk to yourself when you fuck up or even think you might have fucked up or that you might fuck up in the future? What kind of nasty things do you say? What tends to trigger that experience for you? How well do you connect to others after shitting all over yourself? Kristen Neff, author of the literal book on self-compassion, says, if you're continually judging and criticizing yourself while trying to be kind to others, you're drawing artificial boundaries and distinctions that only lead to feelings of separation and isolation. Instead, treat yourself like you would your best friend. What if they had fucked up hardcore? It's just me and you and the internet, yeah. Hey there, Otis. How are you doing? Very exclusive, yeah. You would be compassionate, wouldn't you? You wouldn't let them off the hook, but you would help them take responsibility, try to fix the mess they made, and remind them that they are human beings after all, and human beings fail. Give yourself the same compassion you would give someone you love. Instead of, I can't believe that bullshit you pulled, why on earth are you even on this planet? Try, wow, okay, so that didn't work out. Everything went sideways. I need to figure out the best thing to do now to try to fix as much as possible. And figure out why it went sideways so I can try to avoid it happening again. I feel like shit right now, but I can learn from this and fail differently and fail better next time. Doing alright, just working on some resume stuff right now. Oh. Some resume stuff. You going on a job hunt? Self-compassion. Self-compassion. Looking for greener pastures. Oh, I hope you have some good luck with that. I'm definitely proud of you for, taking the initiative. If you are continually judging and criticizing yourself, while trying to be kind to others, you are drawing artificial boundaries and distinctions that only lead to feelings of separation and isolation. When you mess up, treat yourself like you would a friend. You can learn from this. It's okay. Alright. Next one. Give yourself 5 minutes to channel your inner Veruca Salt, the horrible child from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Remember her, demanding that all lies be on her and that she get all that she wishes? Veruca gets in the way of what really matters because she takes over. Anxiety can become the emotional equivalent of Veruca Salt taking over everything, and sometimes the best way to treat it is to give in. The official therapeutic term for this is paradoxical intention. The idea behind paradoxical intention is, what you resist persists, and if you intentionally invoke what is causing you so much anxiety, it loses its power. I like to set a time limit, which helps you know that there is something to pull you back from the anxiety pit you are entering. 5 minutes to do nothing but think of the thing causing anxiety. Nothing else. Just be anxious. Unlike being a total bitch like Veruca and ending up falling down a garbage chute, approach what you're feeling with acceptance and curiosity and neutrality. It's just what you feel, right? Not good or bad. And those emotions may be relaying some important information to you if you open yourself up to really listening to yourself. And if it's just useless mental jibber-jabber, that's okay too. I found I'm really over myself and my bullshit after about 3 minutes. I'm not gonna give this the same caption. It's a very silly title. Give yourself 5 minutes. Yourself 5 minutes to indulge in your bullshit. Ravenflight, hi there! Difficulty sleeping, brain being mean to me, comfy goat time is the solution. Aw. I hope it helps. Aww. Teiyu is too good for this one. Aw, that's not true. Too Godot. Too waiting for Godot. Always does? Aw. I'm glad. Give yourself 5 minutes to indulge in your bullshit. This is called sometimes the best way to deal with anxiety is to just give in to it for a bit. This is called paradoxical intention. What you resist persists, and if you intentionally invoke it, that can take its power from it. Set a time limit. To make sure it pulls you out of the anxiety pit after a while. And think of the thing causing you anxiety. Only the thing causing you anxiety. Try to do it in a neutral way. Just like, these are the things I'm feeling. That's not a good or bad thing. It just is, and I might learn something from it. Okay. Curiosity and neutrality. We tend to label things as good or bad, wanted or unwanted. Approaching life with curiosity and neutrality shuts up our internal judge and jury. Curiosity means just applying the question, "Oh, interesting, I wonder where that is coming from," to both the behaviors of others and our own thoughts and feelings. It allows us to pay attention and look for clues that explain what's going on. Often clients will come in and tell me a story ending it with, "and they totally did XXX for a YYY reason." My response is usually to the tune of, "Oh well, you know them better than I do, but when you were telling me the story, I couldn't help but wonder if they were doing XXX for another reason, such as..." It's tough when you're actively mad at someone not to ascribe malicious intent to their behavior. But truly, not everyone is going around plotting and scheming like a cartoon villain. It doesn't change the outcome of the behavior, but it may make coping with the behavior far easier, and help facilitate a conversation where it doesn't happen again. Neutrality is a mental shifting exercise that really helps with all behaviors and intentions, but especially your own. When you can't find the good in a situation and you have no energy for active curiosity, you can actively label it as neutral and move on. It's not good or bad, it just is what it is. It exists and you are going to contend with it. You don't have to take ownership of it as being directed toward making your life difficult or some repayment of your karmic debt. And if it is inward negative messaging that you can't switch off, start by trying to have a more neutral interaction with yourself. Positive may be difficult if you have years of negative programming. Neutral will give you a measure of relief and may be far more doable in the present. Curiosity and neutrality. Curiosity basically asks the question, well, that's interesting. I wonder where that's coming from. Actually, hang on. I feel like that first bit is also important. I ate a whole box of mac and cheese. Welcome. Thanks for the stretch. Oh man, that thing where, you know, when you stretch and it feels like part of your spine like entirely dislocates. But like in a good way, I guess. Not like dislocates, but like relocates, I guess. I feel that. Oh, probably not a good thing. We always tend to want to categorize things as good or bad. But that in a judge jury can lead to a lot of pain. Incredible Seymour, Mr. Incredible got stretched over lava and his back pops with a sigh of relief. True. Ugh. Yeah, dude's been sitting at a desk for far too long, just like me. Basically asked the question, where is that coming from? And applying it to, wait, and applying it to, oh hey, there's a ghost. I don't know, let's poke a catch. Actually, poke a check first of all. I don't know if that works, I don't know. Okay, poke a catch, let's go older ball. Sure. And applying it to, all it took was fighting a murderous robot to do the work of a thousand thousand chiropractors could not. Yeah. Sometimes that's all it takes. Applying it to everything from people's behaviors to our own thoughts and feelings. I'm trying to keep this sense of curiosity in mind can really stop you from making up reasons for why people are acting in a way you don't like, which might just place you in an imagined world where everyone is out to get you. Rest assured, most people are just kind of doing their own thing and don't mean any harm. Neutrality is a mental shifting exercise, really helps with behaviors and intention, but especially on when you can't find the good in a situation, you have no idea what you can. Sometimes neutrality is the easiest thing. Not the easiest? Sometimes neutrality is... Wait, no. I'm thinking about this wrong. Sometimes neutrality... Never mind. Let's start this one. Neutrality... One thing I feel would make more sense with real superheroes, they'd probably wear regular clothes or military gear like camouflage and have helmets and whatnot, not spanners and skin-tight jumpsuits. Yeah, I wonder why that is such a thing. Those skin-tight jumpsuits. Oh. I guess, you know, for depending on your power, it could, you know, help a lot because, you know, if you're someone like, what was her name? Elastigirl. Like, obviously, most clothes won't, actually, you know, work with that. Most clothes will actually, in fact, not be very happy about that. I guess the thing is just, like, if you're, like, super, mega, ultra powered, then you don't really need, like, a helmet or something. Why is it so many of them? I guess ultimately it's just like a convention, you know? Ultimately it's pretty much just that. I guess. Probably. I don't know. Superheroes whose power is telekinesis. Yeah. Why doesn't that guy just walk around in normal clothes? I guess maybe it's also just a way to make yourself more seen, like, you know, like, so you stick out among civilians and people can be like, oh, Teleman is here. Everyone rejoice, you know. Wouldn't telekinetic want to hide themselves? That's also true, yeah. That is also very true, yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Sometimes it might just be that superhero stories just don't make a lot of sense. Neutrality is a way to shift your evaluation of something. It is kind of funny. To shift your evaluation of something that can really help with especially your own behaviors and intentions. Ah, hello, Golden. Funny line, yeah. Alright. Let me give a shout out to Raven Flight. And I'll be over there doing some sit-ups. What? Two.
Oh yeah, this one.
Three.
Because
Four.
because mom was collecting replies, I couldn't afford to get everything done, and I don't have my
Six.
PNGs ready yet for
Seven.
so I used this one.
8, 9, 10.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Anne. Whew. Aw. Welcome to the tire train. It's not going very fast, but it is going. How are you doing? Whew. Special for your behavior. It just is what it is. This can especially help with negative self-talk. Like if you have a negative body image, thinking positively about your body might be a tall order. Consider just thinking that your body is functional, it does what it has to, and that's fine. It's fine. There we go. I'm sounding so inspired. Oh dear. Alright, new stuff. Although first let's take a little break. Give me 5 minutes and I'll be right back. Meow. 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 I'm so tired. Hello. Hello, Tofu. How are you doing? How are you doing, you little snuggly bug? There's a centret in chat. A centret. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Time to read. Mitigate the bullshit skills. These are behavioral coping skills. The practical things you can do to manage and tolerate whatever shit is going on. Not by managing your own internal processes, but by better managing whatever it is that you are squaring off against. But do it productively. Don't put in an Uber Eats order for donuts just yet. We're going for pragmatic action plans that help you boss through fucked up situations. Don't put in an Uber Eats order for donuts just yet? Why? What is this about donuts? Sometimes I don't know what this woman is talking about. Clarification exercise. What problem are you trying to solve? Are you bumped up against an unsolvable problem? Maybe it's the problem itself, not your inability to find a solution. Consider the case of the non-morning person. No matter how many alarms he sets, he can't get up on time. If he could just find that one loud alarm clock that he could hang up out of reach to ensure he gets to work by 8 a.m., so that maybe the real problem is that needs to be solved is why he's not getting enough rest. Is he getting to bed early enough? How's his quality of sleep? Does he have sleep apnea so he is perpetually exhausted? The problem to be solved is not about another alarm clock purchase, the problem is the lack of adequate rest. The media pushback about the marketing of Lady Doritos is another good example. The company got huge backlash for saying that women don't like chips that are loud, messy, and hard to carry. Women everywhere banded together with the unified message of lol, fuck off. Gendering differences in chip consumption was not a problem to be solved. Creating an alternate product that all people could use to assist in portability for meals and snacks on the go was the problem that needed to be solved. Wait, creating an alternate product that all people could use to assist in portability for meals and snacks on the go was and the exact same snack, marketed thusly, may have done fantastically well. Though for the record, the crumbs at the bottom are always my favorite, and I wouldn't want anything that didn't have them, okay? So in trying to manage some life bullshittery, check in to make sure that you're solving the right problem before you get started on the solving part. I mean, seriously, did we really need Lady Doritos? In the zine that this book is based on, I call it looking at the problem with sideways eyes. Literally shift your perspective and ask others for theirs. Some super fancy tips. 1. Ask yourself, is your current problem unsolvable? If so, time to stop perseverating on trying to solve it. 2. Have you tried solving a different problem yet? Something that might get you to a more manageable place that's related to this scenario but has a different focus. If no, let's try that. 3. If you can, collect yourself one other person, maybe 2, not a group. Groups create chaos and distraction. Look for people you trust and respect, but who have a different worldview than you. Different perspectives are helpful. 4. Ask questions. Literally just ask questions. No solution offering or suggestions. Just questions associated with your situation. 5. And collect them and write them down. 6. Review your questions. Sort them into categories based on your emerging themes. What sort of categories are taking shape? Can any of these categories be distilled down into fewer questions? Maybe one singular question. 7. Do any of these questions seem approachable as possibly solvable? Mark those. Circle, highlight, whatever. 8. Any emerging themes again? Anything that can be distilled down into less questions or a singular question? 9. Ask for feedback from others if you can, even if no one participated in the process up until this point. What did they notice? Do they see anything missing question-wise? 10. From the solvable list, pick a question you are ready to tackle. Dump out what you were trying to resolve and focus on this one instead. Now brainstorm ideas for resolution. Next one. Building structure within chaos. Create your ladder. When your ability to manage huge incoming waves of bullshit is compromised for whatever reason, this is a fantastic technique for getting through days and weeks of really stressful times. Sorry, I'm getting distracted in my head. My god, You know, I don't usually plan a stream after some other thing on a day. Like, you know, I had kind of a meeting, like a coaching thing earlier today. I don't usually plan a stream after that. And I'm not sure if that was a good idea. You know, if doing that was a good idea. Cause, yeah, I think my brain might be a little bit fried. I don't know why that is. That's one of those really hard to pinpoint things. Maybe you're dealing with a chronic health condition, whether physical, mental, or both. Maybe you're newly in recovery. Maybe you're just going through a truly awful period in your life, with significant shitty changes. Fantastic technique for getting through days. Building structure within chaos. And hell, even if you have a good change going on, it can still be intensely stressful. Maybe you're moving, going back to school, got a promotion, getting married, or having a baby. It seems shitty and unfair to compare it to someone going through cancer treatment, and it's definitely not near as bad. But higher levels of stress for any reason mean coping skill activation time. Building a system of self-care strategies, aren't those called coping skills too? That help you mitigate ongoing stress can really help you get through the type of issue that is more marathon than sprint. We've read articles or seen on Insta tributes to stuff like, a good skincare routine will totally change your life. Not in and of itself, that's bypassing the depth of how fucked up shit can be. No one has loved me less because I had a zit on my chin, and not having a zit didn't make a shitty boss less shitty. But self-care strategies can build on each other in a way that helps support your ability to cope. Think of each of your self-care strategies as rungs on a ladder. You are climbing this ladder out of stress and overwhelm into stability. Think about what a quality daily routine looks like for you and list them in the sequential order that works best for you. For example, some people feel best when they shower first thing. My husband likes to shower later in the day after he has done grubby work like dishes or yard work or cat boxes. Makes total sense, right? They may not be empirically important, but they are important to your day. Maybe your routine includes a butter coffee and puppy snuggles. It's your list, so define what's important. The great thing about this image is you will really pay attention to how important all of these activities are to your well-being, because each one is a step up and out. If you miss a rung, you feel the difference in your balance immediately. The next step is that much harder to take. And if you start pulling out lots of rungs willy-nilly, you're either hanging on for dear life with no real movement upward, or you're going to fall. I'm not sure if I entirely understood this one yet, but okay. The grenade test. Quick question. Are the actions that you are taking helpful to your relationships? No matter how shitty someone is, responding in kind is essentially lobbing a grenade over the wall. The grenade test is when you step back and ask yourself, is what you are about to say or do akin to pitching a grenade at the other person and at the relationship itself? I'm not talking about allowing bad behaviors from others. I'm talking about retaliating against others for their bad behavior. If people throw grenades at you, replace the pin and hand it back. That may look something like saying, "Hey, that's hurtful and completely not helpful to what we are trying to resolve here. Can we have a productive conversation, or do we need to parking lot this chat until we can respond to each other without striking out?" It may also look like excusing yourself from a diatribe set upon you, but what it doesn't look like is fighting back. You don't have to throw a grenade in retaliation to one thrown at you. If you engage in a grenade war, nothing ever gets better because you're still interacting in a way that amplifies the exchange. Instead, you're taking a step back before reacting and deciding if you're reacting in a way that serves to make the relationship stronger in the long run. Refusing to fight with someone clearly trying to pick a fight better serves the relationship. Adding context to their assholery rather than reacting with your own better serves the relationship. Setting a boundary about behavior you will not accept totally serves the relationship. Punching back just because you got punched does not. Ask yourself, what will this response accomplish both in the short and long term? If the answer is, "I'm gonna let a motherfucker know he messed with the wrong person this time," what does that serve to accomplish in the long term? What if this is your partner, a family member, a dear friend? You can't force other people to treat you the way you want to be treated, or the way that you want the world to be treated. But you can change how you respond. How much power do you want to give them? Do you want to carry that around forever? I don't mean letting people get away with douchebaggery, but I do mean not giving them the power of owning your headspace. Responding appropriately doesn't mean responding with equal vengeance, or seething and carrying all those intense negative feelings for days. You aren't punishing other people with your anger, not really. You're mostly just punishing yourself. Okay. There's not too much left of this chapter. Have some friggin' fun. We need to laugh. We need to laugh, y'all. Laughing is good for us emotionally, right? It decreases stress hormones in the body and helps us think more creatively. Did you also know that it has direct physical benefits as well? Like immediate benefits, not just the reducing of wear and tear on the body by reducing stress hormones. It also relaxes our muscles, strengthens our heart and lungs, and decreases physical pain. Be an epic goofball. Seriously. Praise be to Pokemon Go for getting people out and doing stuff again. For about 5 minutes, Pokemon Go was beating out porn and internet usage. That's crazy awesome. Who knows what the fucking the new hot thing will be by the time you're reading this book, but I'm all in for anything that gives us permission to be epic goofballs. I will talk in a crazy accent, wear weird t-shirts. I love buying t-shirts from the boys section of the store. To work, the benefit of being self-employed, I set the dress code. Dance with my waiter in the middle of the restaurant, thanks Paul, and have my husband, a deeply patient man, push me through the grocery store parking lot while I stand on the shopping cart. That is adorable. Because sometimes we just need to laugh. Taking a minute to step out of everything heavy and remember that life can also be enjoyable gives us this perspective and energy we need to fight another day. The Pomodoro Technique. The entrepreneur Francesco Cirillo created the Pomodoro Technique as a method of task management in the face of overwhelmment. It's easy AF, y'all. The Pomodoro in question is the little kitchen timer that looks like a tomato. You've totally seen it before. You break down whatever bullshittery you have to tackle into chunks of time that are manageable for an adult attention span with breaks added in for relief. You set your timer for 25 minutes and work. Then you take a 5-minute break. After 4 Pomodoro cycles, you take a longer break. You start training yourself into better focus, concentration, and time management by working in sprints rather than Hi brown tortoise. Hi tortoise. You start training yourself into better focus, concentration, and time management by working in sprints rather than marathons, with built-in breaks to help you maintain motivation. It doesn't make completely impossible goals suddenly magically attainable, but it can help you keep from mind-fucking yourself into thinking that you won't finish something that is actually pretty doable. If nothing else, it's a really good system for giving something your best shot, so you can be proud you were proactive and tried your damn ass off. Walking home just out of work. Oh, I'm glad I'm glad you're done with work. Actually, aren't you like in the same time zone as I am? Because if so, you worked late. And I hope you're okay with that. Let me take a sip. That was a lot more than a sip. That is okay. I don't want to take notes. I don't want to take notes. I just want to party. Okay. Behavioral coping skills. The practical things you can do to manage and tolerate whatever is going on. By managing your internal sorrow, but managing your internal. Do it productively. Don't put it into mitigate the bullshit skills. Wait. This is supposed to be in the games. Mitigate the bullshit skills. Work until 8 so late enough. Oh. Paris. There's Paris in chat. Yes? What are you so excited about? What problem are you trying to solve? Paris, really? It's your favorite? That's unusual. It's not even a tortoise. There's so many tortoises to choose from. Clarification. Wait, first of all, mitigate the bullshit. These are all about how you tackle your problems. Walking in candy mode. Yeah, that I understand, yeah. The whole mobile thing, it's not the best. But man, I'm honored. I'm honored that you actually choose me to listen to while you're walking home. Very so adorable and gets his itty bitty mushrooms and gets adorably taken over by the mushrooms and turned into a mindless zombie. Hooray! I'm glad you got it. Not your internal evaluations or anything, just the way you manage problems. Clarification exercise. What is the problem? Are you bumped up against an unsolvable problem? Maybe it's the problem itself, not your inability to find a solution. Consider the case of the non-morning person. If you can't find a solution to your problem, maybe you're looking at the wrong problem. For instance, if you can't get out of bed in time, maybe the problem isn't the getting out of bed in time, but rather that you aren't getting enough quality sleep. What's that, Paris? Yes, I have seen The Last of Us, and no, I wouldn't like a cookie. Please stay out of the wheat supply. Hmm. Make sure you are trying to solve the right problem. One. Ask yourself, is this problem unsolvable? If so, stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about it. Basically. Have you tried solving a different problem yet? Something that might get you in a more manageable place related to, but it's not. Maybe try solving a different problem that's related to this one but has a different focus. Which might get you to a more manageable place. Some. If you can collect one other person, maybe two. Find one or two other people with different perspectives. Or ask questions. The problem, no solutions. Just question. Just ask. Collect and write them down. Sort them by category. Find patterns. Can they be boiled down into fewer questions? Mark the ones that seem possible to solve. Do the category pattern thing again. Ask for feedback from others. Do they see anything missing? Ask for feedback from others. Like if they notice anything missing from the process. That is a cute sheep. Who's that cute sheep? That is Ramboto. That is so cute. Oh, that is a cute sheep. Then, from the solvable list, pick a question you are ready to tackle. How about what you are trying to resolve and focus on just one step now. Bring some more for you. Pick one of the solvable. Is me with one quote on cold walk, very cozy with chill stream. Aww. That makes me happy. Dump about what you were trying to resolve. Okay, pick away. Pick one of the solvable questions. Focus on this instead of whatever you were doing before. Now you can brainstorm. Okay. Page 1. Building structure within chaos. Create your ladder. Building structure within chaos. Create your ladder. Alright, for whatever reason, if you're dealing with something in your life that makes it hard to deal with stress over a long period of time, and whether it's i.e. a health condition or some awful changes or even good changes that are still stressful, like a move or a baby. Walk into the shop on the way home, everything is on sale. Join stream, catch cute little parrots, get a runny nose, check bucket and find a tissue. It's good. The little things in life. I'm glad you're having a good time. My sweet little tortoise. By the way, what made you decide on bronze? I'm curious. Like, there's no questioning why you decided on a tortoise, because tortoises are cool. Like, why bronze? It is such an unappreciated metal. Build a system of self-care strategies that help you mitigate ongoing stress. Yes. Get through your stuff. Self-care can fill yourself with a whole. Think of yourself as a plenty of stress. Go along disability. Think about what quality of life is. Sequential work stress. Think of your for it's really pay attention to this activity and well-being. What is the stars from? build a system of self-care routines. To give you some stability throughout that time. Think about each step. Wait, think about each. Think about what quality day in your life would look like. Or rather, what parts say there's an unidentified ghost in the chat. Don't suppose it's gonna tell me if I have it already. Okay. Poker catch, great ball. Apparently last stream, the last thing I caught that was a ghost was like an eveltal, that big bird. So apparently these ghosts can be pretty good. So yeah. Think about what parts a day needs to be great and self-carry. Will you look at my profile picture? I'm scared. Why is that the first thing you're asking me? Hi. He's beautiful. Hello. Hi, Timmy. I looked at your profile picture. It is a beautiful cat. Thank you for sharing, beautiful cat. What's up, Smurf cat? Hi there. How are you doing? Wait. Clemens Slayer, shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Petition helps you support you. Think about it. Yep. Okay, cool. Think about what further needs to be great and make you feel alive. Write these down in sequential order and treat them as rungs of a ladder. This means you shouldn't skip any of them. You are climbing this ladder out of stress and into stability. If you rip out the rungs, you won't find stable footing and might even fall. Did hear a question. A lot of crossing roads will answer mid. Okay. Climb ladder, sequential order. Do the thing. Great image. Really pay attention. Willy-nilly. Okay. Grenade test. Relationship advice. Well, this one's pretty simple. Are the things you do helpful to your relationships? If someone is being a dick to you, retaliating in kind is like lobbing a grenade over a wall. And there's no good. Hi Broly, what's up? How you doing? The grenade test is basically asking yourself if that's what you're doing. You're not of course, don't just allow asshole behavior to happen. But retaliating can only be destructive in the long term. Only serves to satisfy some need for revenge. Instead, replace the pin of the grenade and hand it back to them. Like, hey, that was really hurtful and hey Analog, how are you doing Analog? Did you calm down? That was really hurtful and not helpful at all. Nope. Aw. That's sad. I'm sorry. Can we actually talk about this problem? Or do we have to put in this and talk more of the cooling off? Taking a step back and ask yourself don't give them power over you. I will do my part and then run away. Which part? Oh.
Okay. Super, max, ultra, extreme, fantastic, incredible, cute Teiyu voice. Don't give them the power over you. Should, occupy your mind space. You mean letting people get away? Do not give them power. If you can force people to trace you. Hang on. I'm gonna go back a little bit. You can't control how other people act, but you can control your own reactions. Don't give them the power to occupy, don't be responsible. This puts a smart smile on my face. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. No words of punishing yourself. Responding appropriately doesn't mean responding with equal vengeance. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the hydrate. Well.
Okay, yeah. Hello. Thank you for the vibe check. So, I can't help looking at my numbers. Like for a few days, my numbers were looking really good, and like now they're not looking so good, and I'm like, what happened? What changed and stuff? And you know what changed is that I'm not getting a lot of rates this week. I mean, that's really all there is to it, and I don't know. That's just all there is to it. And it's really unfortunate that I'm having trouble getting myself to stop doing that, you know? Stop looking at that number. So, but yeah. Aside from that, I'm just really sleepy. Oh wait, we're already pretty close to the end of this chapter already, okay. And deep breath. I think I already did that, but let's do it again. Yum yum yum. And stretch. Oh yeah. Never look at the numbers, just have fun, even if it's a smaller audience. You give some happiness to some people. It's true. It's true. Yeah, it's some anxiety, you know. My algorithms are on popping. No worries. Yeah, it's just, first of all, hi Harper Metallics. But yeah, it's the problem when you specifically set out trying to make a living. Like, obviously I should really stop worrying about my stream numbers, for now at least, because obviously I'm not a streamer. I'm supposed to be like, I'm striving to be a mental health content creator, like on YouTube and stuff, and this is supposed to be just a secondary thing. So obviously, like, what am I worrying about? Like, this isn't supposed to be like the big successful thing, you know? Not yet, at least. So why am I worrying about this? Why am bleh. Bleh. That's just big ol' what's it called? The anxiety is the big ol' self-doubt thing where you keep trying to reaffirm, like, oh no, I'm worthwhile, right? I'm worth something. Like, it's a big ol' thing. Big ol' gay orgy. What? Morty, are you okay? Who, what? Did I say something that sounded like that? Yeah. Anyway, where was I? You never expect a gay orgy. Well, no. I mean, when you're around, I guess, you know, it's safe to assume that something's gonna happen, but did someone say big old gay orgy? Yeah. Apparently so, yeah. Not sure why, but, you know, it's just Morty things. Just Morty things. Hashtag. Anyway. Next page. I'm taking so many notes today, y'all. You can't even stop me. Have some fun. Actually, this was things. There's a Pichu in chat. Hello.
Picture, picture.
We all want to make it, but we have to think that it's not easy. We have to think, why am I doing this? Obviously to have fun and meet people. After that, everything comes along. If you start with the whole process to make it 11 and have many people, you will lose the game very quickly. Yeah. It's true. I'm kinda shooting myself in the foot with that. But yeah, that's how it is. I just have to keep in mind that, you know, I haven't really started yet even, so what's the point in worrying about it? I have people who care about me, and, you know, that's all the reassurance I should need. We need to laugh. We need to laugh, y'all. Laughing is good. It does the things. Immediate benefits. Be a goofball. Do a goofball thing. Laugh. Be silly. Kill the part of you that cringes. Laughter has, like, all the health benefits. Not even just long term. Like, immediate benefits. Be silly and have the fun, you little beautiful gremlin. Gremlin, yes, with a B. White bronze, honestly it's such a handsome and full. The alloy itself has a very pretty appearance and gives me that magpie something shiny brain. But it defined an era, an alloy, a diversity of metals building on their strengths, and even long after its time came to an end, it endured and was a major part of our history. I feel like it represents endurance through change. It's the medal of third place, literally the medal of first to win. But yeah, there's a lot of history. My rushed explanation on the mobile touch keyboard, no worries, no worries. Oh, that's interesting. I like that. The roles are reversed now. I'm the one that tries to help you. Well, it's logical. You helped a lot after all. It's logical that I need you to say I own you after all. When was that established? When was it established that you own me? Just buy a proper keyboard for a phone. just have a phone keyboard implanted into your wrist. The Pomodoro technique. Like, look it up. No, okay. Hang on. Work for 25 minutes. Rest for 5. After 4 repetitions of this, 4 repetitions. Take a 30-minute break. It's cool. Do it. There we go. Okay, wait. let's take this a little more seriously. This makes large undertakings a lot more manageable. There we go. I did. People that support me and help deserves that. Oh. You said own, not oh. Those are different words. Work of 25, rest of 5 sounds like my average non-official work schedule. Well, that's not too bad then, that is it? Wait, thoughts, logic, I type with my nose plus my thumbs, productivity plus life hack unlocked. Your nose? That seems like it would get very cramped. You bad me stupid. Oh, sorry. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. You are not stupid. You are not even stupid. You are just a little bean. Okay. How long is this chapter? Huh, not that long, honestly. It's okay, it's okay. Was slapping yourself on the face with your phone. Oh dear. Find the pony skills. You know those people who fall in a pile of shit but somehow manage to find the pony? They aren't just Pollyanna motherfuckers pretending that everything has greater meaning. They're doing something bigger than that. They are taking the reality of their situation and wringing whatever good they can from it. They are saying, fuck off world, I'm a survivor. And this is actually using a brilliant fucking coping skill. Finding greater meaning in horrible circumstances allows you to transcend your current environment and leave the world a better place through your advocacy and action. My favorite book of all time is Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning. His experience as a concentration camp survivor led to a form of therapy known as logotherapy. In a nutshell, he realized that finding meaning can be a fundamental part of our emotional healing. Some coping skills can be transformative as fuck, and that's so badass, don't you think? Going back into your dark corner, okay, have fun in your dark corner, I guess. I hope you're gonna get well soon. Take care, and thanks for the lurk. It is badass, let's be transformative, okay. I know this is going. Let's see, we had a little... friggin... I'm drawing a blank. I'm so sorry, what? I'm seeing the name in front of my inner eye, but I'm not seeing it. Tofunite. Sorry about that. S-O Tofunite. There we go. And I'm gonna do some push-ups.
If you don't like his beard, I can change him. I can fix him. What the fuck? No! No! Get that out of here!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm just gonna assume that it's good that I didn't really catch that. You made that clip, of course you did. Tofu, imagine someone shot you out and this clip will show up. Nice. Also leave a lurk while I get food. Okay, have a good food, and thanks for the lurk. Finding meaning can be a fundamental part of the thing. Creation. Put something new in the world that didn't exist before. Destruction, as we well know, is not an abstraction. It's a very real entity we cope with on a daily basis. People destroy. They destroy physical structures. They destroy other living beings. They destroy in ways that cannot be measured physically, but are physical nonetheless. Anyone who has laid down on the floor from sheer weight of the awfulness of life can tell you that grief and loss are very real, physical things. And the reason we can't measure them is because they're far too large for any scale. What is the antithesis of destruction? Creation. When other people out there in the world take away from you, create back. There really is no such thing as a self, no matter what they told you in your psychology classes. Selfhood is a modern, Western concept of the human experience that has nothing to do with how people really navigate the world. We don't stand alone on a hilltop. We do, however, have individual voices. We have a mechanism of communication about everything we think, feel, say, and do. Creation is the sharing of that voice. You can paint a canvas, knit a scarf, play a song, plant a tree, or bake a cake. You can write and write and write and write and write. On your website, your Facebook, or the back of a napkin at a coffee shop. Creation in the face of destruction doesn't mitigate the loss, but it does help us take back power when we feel completely out of control. You are allowed your voice in the world. The tombstone test. Oh, another easy task with a perhaps more complicated answer. What do you want to see written on your tombstone? Are the things you are doing right now moving you toward that epitaph? This is another way of asking if what you are doing right now is the way you want to be remembered. If not, how can you shift your behavior so that you are still caring for yourself and maintaining good boundaries, but presenting your best self to the world in the process? I feel like that might put some huge pressure on you. It feels a little bit dangerous, but I don't know. I'm not the therapist here. Oh, boy. Next subchapter. Change the fucking world. My mom used to make gentle fun of my brother. Bless his heart, he still thinks he can change the world. My response? Well, those are the people who usually do. Nothing ever got changed by sitting around, hoping that people come to their senses and make better choices. Nobody has gained rights by sitting around patiently waiting for someone to notice that they were getting fucked over. Anne Lamott writes that when the world overwhelms her, she starts writing checks and planting bulbs. The checks she writes are to organizations doing good work in the world, the ones combating the evil that feels overwhelming to her. Planting bulbs is an investment in the future. Flowers like tulips start as hardy bulbs. They are planted in the fall and thrive on spending the cold winter in the ground before flowering in the spring. Planting bulbs acts as a physical reminder that we can survive tough times and bloom anyway. Things change when we change them, or at the very least we empower ourselves to fucking try. I don't know about you, but I'm not about to sit by and do nothing when the world is on fire. I'll find a bucket of water, or spit on it if that's all I got. But I always feel far better when I try to make things better. If I'm going down, it's not with an attitude of fatalism and nihilism, and fighting each step of the way. Plank of wood, finger, plank of wood, surrounded by pressure. Oh dear. It's gonna be fine, Tortoise. Don't worry. Do something nice for someone. Did you know that studies show that doing something nice for someone else activates our reward centers even more than when we do something nice for ourselves? For reals. I'm not saying you can't get yourself a new pair of kicks after a tough week, but consider what you can do for someone else out there who is probably also having a shitty time. Can you bring muffins in to share with everyone you work with? Compliment a stranger on their cool t-shirt? Shoot hoops with the kids in the neighborhood? I was trying to come up with something from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air there, but my brain is drawing a blank. Whenever you do something for someone else, you are inviting them into your circle of self-care. And maybe you're giving them permission to start taking better care of themselves and improve their own coping skills. That's interesting about the reward center thing. I like that. I hope that's actually true. It's all good. Didn't have feeling long enough to hurt that much. Oh dear. Practice compassion and loving kindness. We talked about self-compassion, right? And about how compassion starts at home with our own humanity. Now that we're working on that, we're going to start working on expanding that out to others and complementing that practice with loving kindness. Compassion toward others means wishing that all others be free from suffering. As you work on releasing your own suffering, you also hold this desire for others to have the same freedom. This is a practice you cultivate on a daily basis, not a one-time deal. It's active empathy instead of distancing quality of pity. When we pity someone, we distance ourselves from their experience as not being inherently like our own, rather than the acceptance that we all hurt and we all deserve a release from suffering. Yeah, I feel that. Like, there's some people out there who probably deserve, who deserves, like, punishment. But just as a general rule, I do think it would be for the best if everyone just was happy, because, the people who cause suffering aren't really happy either. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone has that big ol' tragic backstory that excuses their action. Like, obviously not. Like, especially, like, even if they did, it wouldn't excuse their actions. But still, if they, whatever reason they have for acting that way, it's because they think that's how they're supposed to act, that's how the world works. And everyone just wants to be happy, and then they also want to be happy and do what they think is the best way to be happy, but they aren't happy because they live, like, in this world where everything is unfair and everything is just eat or be eaten. And yeah, I don't know. Hi there, Lapan. How are you doing? And thank you for the raid. A dragon. Hello, dragon. Thank you for coming with the raid. What's up, Lapan? Let's give you a shout out. Thank you.
The worst thing is the food. I cannot eat some food. I just want my bread. I just want my bread, Diggy.
Aw. Oh dear. My poor Lapan, my poor sweet boy. Aw. But I'm proud of you for doing that. I'm proud that you faced your fears. One day you're gonna be playing horror games like no one's business, and you're gonna be like, yeah, that was nothing. I don't even feel anything. I'm like a big old dude who plays horror games and isn't scared of anything. Yeah, that's my impression of you. I am so tired. There was this part in which I needed to hide in the closet because a man literally broke in. Yeah, that happens. We may have abused Levin. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know why you made your sound alerts so loud, because holy crap. Like, I was watching your stream yesterday, right? Or the day before? And there was someone in the room over, and like I couldn't listen couldn't listen on my headphones because it was getting too loud, like whenever there was a sound alert. But also I couldn't listen to you on the via speakers because, you know, if I turned the volume down so little that you can't hear the sound alerts in the other room, then I couldn't hear your voice. You know. Your mic was used in the game. Oh, really? Like a don't scream kind of situation? Or like what? Or like Phasmophobia? Well, Phasmophobia... Is Phasmophobia a real thing? Does it actually use your mic? Hey, I guess it does, yeah. Like you're asking questions to the thing, to the guy, to the ghost. Holy crap, I think I might stop streaming in a little bit. If I would have made any sounds, he would have found me in the closet. Ooh. Damn. Well, that seems kind of suboptimal for for streaming. Please watch me sit in silence as I hide in the closet. Content. Big old content. But yeah, hi. First of all, everyone give some love to Lappen. He's a big old cutie pie. And also everyone give some love to me because I'm trying. And also hi, this is Teiyu, your emotional support animal. I am striving to become a mental health content creator. Yeah. I always feel like yeah. Yeah. I getcha. So yeah, thank you for the raid. Loving kindness is the complement of compassion. Tomorrow I will play part 3. How many parts are there? In that you wish for the positive welfare and happiness of others. It is the opposite of conditional love. Oh. Isn't the opposite of conditional love like unconditional love? Or, oh, I see. So, you're just gonna go for like... Wait, tomorrow's Friday. So until Saturday? Playing through them one by one? Neither way of living requires being a pushover. You don't have to erase all your boundaries to experience these practices. You can hold compassion and loving kindness for people without letting them hurt you. Because after all, isn't the act of hurting others separating them even further from experiencing love and a freedom from suffering? Isn't the act of hurting others separating them even further from experiencing love and a freedom from suffering? Pema Chodron, the Buddhist monk, talks about how hard this practice is, and how even the attempt is very healing. She suggests that in order to take this on, we start with the people that we love the most in the world. Compassion and loving kindness are easy when someone is already your people. Once we are fairly successful in that regard, we move into extending it to the people we aren't so sure about. The people that are a little sketchy. Finally, we move into extending it to the people who hurt us and others the most, who therefore in reality need this the most. The people who we aren't even sure are on Team Humanity at this point. Holding for them the desire for true happiness and the release of suffering is the greatest gift we can give ourselves because it frees us from some of their toxicity, if not their actions themselves. It also has a powerful effect on our wellness. It releases harmful stress chemicals. It builds our immune system back up, and it activates the part of our brain where we process empathy and emotional processing. In short, caring about the experiences of others makes us better and healthier people, so it's not as entirely selfless a practice as you may think. Oh wow, and next up is just a short list of a whole bunch of little things. Helping others cope. Man, I'm not sure if I'm in the headspace to take more notes. TBH. I'm kinda in the headspace to just sleep. Ah. Okay, you know what? Let's read out all of these, and then I'll blah, blah, and then I'll stop for today. Kind of a short one, unfortunately, but yeah. Sometimes it do be like that. Cope onward. Even more here and now, short-term, instant gratification coping skills. The more coping skills you have in your back pocket, the better. If you have an array of stuff to draw from, you're less likely to fall apart. Consider it a toolbox. You may have a really fantastic screwdriver, passed down for generations. Your grandpa used it to fix the bathtub 60 years ago. Can't find the screws to rebuild my other desk. What? Aw. I'm sorry. Can you... Like, have you looked everywhere? Can you use some other ones? I don't know. That's all well and good, except maybe it's a flathead, and today is the day you need a Phillips head. My suggestion, try any of these that sound vaguely interesting, useful, or intriguing. There's nothing wrong with having a huge rolling cart of tools on hand at all times. And these are the types of skills that you can use in the moment when you're about to lose your shit. They don't require as much planning, practice, and implementation as many of the others discussed above. Oh yeah. Ones like these. Chew on something. Gum, beef jerky, pop rocks, something that you can focus your attention on. Just some big old stims. What a time for a toolbox metaphor. Usually put them somewhere I find out. I don't know, maybe they just rolled somewhere, or I don't know, where would you have put, like, where would you have lost them? Like, did you... Oh, I guess you didn't just put them, like, somewhere while working on them. You'd probably, like, put them in a drawer or something. Oh, well, I can't help you, unfortunately. I will find them, like, they shan't escape the bronze, indeed. Find something to keep your hands busy. Stuff like Play-Doh or silly putty is less distracting than fidget spinners, slinkies, fidget cubes, etc. But dude, use whatever works for you. Blink. It interrupts the brain's perception of time. According to research, it may function as a way of slowing down our neural metabolism. It's essentially a system reboot, mini-nap, that we do throughout our waking hours unconsciously that we can also do consciously when stressed. Huh. Weird. 4. Attach a calming scent to feeling calm, happy, and relaxed. Lavender can be a good one to use since it has calming properties in its own right. You do this by intentionally smelling a certain scent when you feel safe and relaxed, like after meditation or guided imagery or exercising, and carry a drop of that scent on a cotton ball in a Ziploc baggie or small container. When feeling stressed, open it and inhale the scent and reconnect to the calm feeling. Oh. That sounds a little bit difficult, but interesting. Very interesting. Your sense of smell is very strongly linked to your memory center. When you find yourself thinking in negative terms of I can'ts, such as I can't deal with large crowds or I can't run a 10K, add the word yet to the end of the thought. That opens you up to the possibility of working towards being able to do it later, rather than getting stuck in a cycle of negativity. It's true. It seems like a very small thing, but like self-talk can really do a lot, and like especially me, like I always feel tired, right? Like I think right now I'm actually tired. I'm having trouble focusing and stuff, and my body feels kind of weird. But tiredness is often like kind of your brain trying to avoid having to do something. And yeah, it can get easy to get stuck in the like, oh, I can't do that because I'm tired. And then, you know, it's little things like these that can reframe something like that, and make you like, okay, well, okay, this doesn't work with the tiredness. I'm still tired, yet no, I'm not tired, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. I hope you know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say things. I'm doing my best. Take a hot bath with Epsom salts for a detox. If you don't have access to a tub, at least soak your feet. Oh. Go ahead and cry. Sad tears release chemicals that other tears do not. That's my go-to. Create a list of 5 things you are grateful for, either mentally or write it down. My mom made me do this when I was little and I hated her for it, but it worked. Take off your shoes and socks and connect to the ground beneath you. It's called earthing. You already listed that like at least once earlier. There's a Jupiter in chat. Everyone, give a big ol' hand to Jupiter. Ah. Hello, Kea Rennie Warren. It's fine, Tofu. What are you apologizing for? Hi there, Kea Rennie? Rennie? I'm gonna say Rennie. I'm gonna call you Rennie if that's okay. But do go ahead and tell me how to pronounce your name. It's a pretty name. I wonder how to pronounce it. Hold a piece of ice in your hand. It won't actually hurt you, but the sensation will disrupt the other distress signals in your body. This is an especially good coping skill if you struggle with thoughts of self-injury. That's one of those things, like along the lines of one of those things they I clipped their plate. Well, I didn't actually really see it, but well, I saw the first couple of seconds, and I'm not sure if I want to know what the context is. Yeah, at all the places I went to. Otis, thank you so much. Kea. Wait, is it like a key or K? Kea. Otis, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yay. Hope you enjoy your emote. Next week I'm gonna make more emotes. Kea Rennie Warren. That's pretty. Such a pretty name. But yeah, hi. How are you doing? Yeah. All the places I went to for like therapy and stuff, they're like, here's a bunch of things. Oh, holy crap. Luppin, thank you for the Prime sub. That is so sweet. Thank you. Aw. I hope you enjoy your emotes too. Me is the owo today. The owo, Lapan owo BT. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so those places they basically one thing they gave me is like, what's it called? Like our ammonia. They give me like an ammonia stick, like something that something that just smells like real, like it just has like the absolute most piercing smell, and like a tube, and you open it and you take a little sniff and it's like your brain is like, if you're spiraling and stuff, like any kind of shock to your system is like, holy, okay. And it stops you from spiraling because your body is like, hang on, put a pin in that. What was that? Whoa. Oh, cute and wholesome. I'm glad you think so. Gigi, you're not there either. Try again, Tortoise. I will find you. I think I'm grateful for, by the way, all the incredible friends I made this year. The growth I made in terms of mental health, and most importantly, my boyfriends. Aww. That is so wholesome. I'm glad. Yeah. Yeah, I should really take the time to do that too. Like that's a thing to do tomorrow when I have my internet detox day. Actually take like some time to appreciate how many wonderful, lovely people I've met here. You know? Like I feel like among the stress of, you know, trying to make a living with stuff online is like that kind of stuff tends to kind of get lost in the noise, you know? But yeah, count backwards from 100 by threes. Trust me, you won't be able to focus on anything but keeping those numbers organized in your mind. Oh wow. Count backwards from 100 by threes. So 100, 97, 94, 91, 88, 85, 82, 79, 76, 73, 70, 67. Okay, it's possible, but yeah, it takes a little bit of focus. Look at cat videos online. Oh, yeah. Or pygmy goat videos, or panda bears, or puppy dogs. Embrace whatever your cuteness kryptonite is for a good 5-minute Pomodoro break. That is true. Like for a break, like it's one of those things you can kind of get lost in and lose your whole day to if you aren't careful. But like, absolutely. Like it reminds me of I'm gonna give a little shout out. She hasn't been streaming really at all recently, but wait, what is, oh my god, she has been streaming so little that I'm kind of failing to remember her name. Hang on. Mimi Chair. Mimi Chair, of course. Mimi Chair. There she is. Frickin' Mimi Chair. Who, she had a, fan game made that's a parody of Five Nights at Freddy's. Except it's like Five Nights at Cherkia. And she's so adorable. She had like this little laughing panic attack, like, ooh, and then just without saying anything, without doing anything except like being like, oh, sorry about that. She just went on YouTube and started looking at guinea pig videos. It's so cute. Yeah. Also, what I can really recommend is, hang on, my favorite animals. How about this one? Oh no. Okay, never mind. YouTube doesn't want me to look at its videos because of ad blockers. What is this day? I found my old good mouse that I've not been able to find for like 3 months, which I actually really need because my current mouse broke. Well, I'm happy for you, dude. Everything's coming up toward us. But yeah, look up Dick Dicks. Like Dick Dick. You spell it like that, like D-I-K, with a space in between. It's a baby. It's not a baby. It's a dwarf antelope, and they're super cute. I love them. I was already angry antelope, but now something happened that made triple the times more angry. I will just go and close everything before all outbursts and someone. Oh dear. Take care, Analog. Thanks for hanging out. Oh dear. Good num num neck your little ears, yeah. 13. Identify whatever muscles are tense in your body and immediately relax them one by one. Also known as progressive muscle relaxation. 14. Visualize a stop sign in your head and tell yourself, stop. Or better yet, visualize Jack Black holding a stop sign. 15. Picture an ideal moment in your life. Put yourself back in that experience and connect to the positive feelings you associate with the time period. 16. Blow bubbles. It's damn impossible to have a panic attack. It's damn impossible to have a panic attack-inducing breathing and control your breath enough to blow a bubble at the same time. Someone needs to proofread this book. I don't know. Tomorrow I'll need to change the thermal paste of my CPU. Oh really? How can you tell? Is it just overheating? Like... get onto something heavy. Every 6 months that needs to be changed. Oh really? I had no idea. Weighted blankets are great, but whatever blankets you have will also do. Pile them on you, or crawl between the mattress and the box spring of your bed if that won't induce any claustrophobic feelings. It's a general rule, you want a weighted blanket to be 10% of your ideal body weight if you're an adult or for maximum effect. For kiddos it's about 10% of their current body weight plus a pound or two. 18. Sit in the sun. Vitamin D helps depression symptoms and reduces systemic inflammations in the body. By the way, yeah, that pressure thing also especially helps well for autistic people generally. Would also be the perfect time to maybe even get myself a new piece of CPU cooler since the stock cooler doesn't really do it for me. Way too loud at times. I mean, sure. Yeah, it can get real much if you have that constant humming going on. Holy crap, this chapter is long. Wait, hey, scroll past it. Sit in sun, there. Gentle yoga poses, also known as forms or by their Sanskrit word, asanas, facilitate body awareness. If the pendulation titration exercises seem really difficult, the asanas can help you move in that direction. Oh. Okay. 20. Emotional acupressure, also known as tapping or EFT. What? I wrote a zine on this, but the sequence is easy to find online and there are a ton of YouTube videos as well. What the hell is emotional acupressure? Hang on. I need to look this up now. Or actually, not on YouTube. Emotional acupressure. What the heck is that? Somatic emotional acupressure uses a combination of muscle monitoring, acupressure, energy kinesiology, and energy rebalancing techniques to pinpoint and release specific pathways of emotional stress and trauma. Oh, Jesus. Okay. If you insist. If you have the space, get a 140mm dual fan wall. They can be very quiet. Cute little tis in my sense. Things like touch, sounds, tastes, and other things are 10%. Are 10 times, so it's overwhelming for me at times. Ah, yeah. Like the dark rock model on Noctua, very nice. Where is the thing? Oh, right. It's there. Okay. Drink something warm and soothing. Coffee or tea, honey or lemon. Do caffeine free if caffeine makes you edgy. My personal favorite comfort tea is Good Earth, sweet and spicy, and it is available with caffeine and without. 22. Take a picture of a living thing that you love. Your boo, your kiddo, human or fur baby, your bestie, a gorgeous flower, your own damn rockstar survivor self. Take pictures of all of them. Remind yourself that there is love and beauty living out in the world. Personally not go noctuous, so be quiet it'd be for me here. I mean, they're called be quiet, like, they better be quiet, you know? Create a tiny treats budget and hit the thrift or dollar store. When I was raising my daughter on 18K a year and living off my WIC groceries, one of my favorite treat activities was to buy a $1 bottle of nail polish and give myself a patty at home. Create a tiny fun budget for yourself, something in the $1 to $5 range maybe. Hit the dollar store or resale shop and treat yourself to something that's purely for fun. A bubble bath, a cheesy book, a new mug for your sweet and spicy tea. Whatever it may be. Have some tea. Just would need to check my funds since my new phone was almost 200. Ooh, yeah. But you got a new phone? What does it do? What that phone do? Write a letter to someone you love or appreciate. Tell them what makes them so special to you. You can send it or not send it, but sending it might be a great boost that they need. 25. Write a letter to yourself. Your past self, your future self, your current self. Who could use some support and words of wisdom? Flashback, throwing screws out. Well, that's future me's problem. Oh. Oh no. Tortoise, no. There's Murkrow in chat, by the way. Speaking of shiny things. Take one toxic or suspicious thing out of your life for 21 days. A food, a substance, a shitty human being. How do you feel? Any better? What happens when you allow it, or them, back in 3 weeks later? Does your body say no? Yeah, the old phone I used was from back in 2018. The Google services are not supported anymore. Ooh, okay, yeah. So it was not something you bought because it has like some cool new thing that you really wanted, but just, you know, necessity, unfortunately. Reflect on something you do hella well. How do you get so good at it? How might those skills translate to this situation? I'm not sure if mountain climbing really has anything to do with my problems. Make a list of things that don't need to be changed in your life. What works just fine? That's gonna be a short list. 30. Have sex, cuddle with someone, get a light touch massage, or just think about someone you feel close to. These are all activities that release oxytocin. Deep tissue massage decreases cortisol, but light touch massage releases far more oxytocin. Oh. Oxytocin is a peptide hormone that facilitates connection and empathy. Interesting thing? Well, cis women are the people scientists have said have more access to and therefore more oxytocin, like childbirth, nursing, and more likely to be relational in general. Cis men are far more sensitive to oxytocin than cis women. We all need it to keep our parasympathetic nervous system online. Yeah. Cuddle parties, y'all. Cuddle parties. They are a thing. A phone for me just needs to do these following things. Calls, messaging via stuff like WhatsApp, and some other small things like social media, etc. Outside of that, it also needs to be Android based so I can easily customize it. And it needs to be an iPhone XR at least, so it has the good face tracking, unfortunately. I wish I didn't have to have an iPhone, but I have to have an iPhone because it has the good tracking. Is touch not an option? Nurture relationships in other ways. Send someone a text or email thanking them, or telling them how much you appreciate them. Deepening our connection with people has a stronger positive correlation to our health than smoking has negative to cancer. Oh, really? Nice. Strike a power pose. Tons of research shows that when we stand like superheroes, legs apart, arms on hips, elbows bent, we feel more powerful, to the point that standing like this for 2 minutes decreases cortisol, the stress hormone, and increases testosterone, our engage to win hormone. Channel your inner Wonder Woman or Black Panther, y'all. Those specifically? I mean, I don't know what poses they usually have. Take a tech break, and can I just say I initially typed this as break, which is equally appropriate? Oh, like like a handbrake. Currently, I'm happy with the simple tracking by myself. The PS1 style model isn't that big. Yeah, that's true. Set up a schedule for checking your messages and social media rather than be on the obsessive constant tech check. Some people have gone so far as to grey out their phone screens without the bright colors to entice us. We are far more likely to fall back into the rabbit hole of mindless scrolling. Yeah, mindless scrolling really is the mind killer, isn't it? Picture someone or something that represents loving kindness and compassion to you. It could be a person, a spiritual figure, or maybe an aspect of nature you resonate with, or maybe your favorite VTuber. Picture yourself in the presence of this compassion and loving kindness and feel these things towards yourself. What would you hear from it? How would these experiences feel to you? To make myself less depressed, I made my room more colorful. Aw, that's nice. Yeah, I should... Man, I have to get on that. I want to get on that. I want to get on that. I want to clean up my room and like make it look nice, you know? Maybe actually put up some posters and stuff. You know? That would be nice. Try a Tibetan, how do you pronounce Tibetan? Pronunciation. Tibetan. Try a Tibetan singing bowl. The concentration it takes to make it hum is sort of like blowing bubbles. You have to focus so much on that you can't focus on other stuff. I have a friend with a neurological tremor who can focus in well enough to hold his fingers still with a bowl, and that's amazing. It's the only time I've seen him not shake. Oh. So I guess it's like, you know, how people who stutter don't stutter when they sing. I wouldn't mind sending you over some of my Nintendo posters. Still in box are as best as they could be. Aw. Oh, that would be sweet. Maybe, I guess, I don't know. What are the posters of? Do something slowly, like slow way down and be mindful, or pick a task that requires time and mindful attention, like making risotto works, trust me on this one. Risotto? Huh. Plan a dream trip. Is it a vacation or a learning experience? Where will you go? What will you do? Most importantly, what amazing foods will you try? Plan out all the details. You've now got an amazing goal to work toward. 38. Pick an anthem song. Play that shit when you need a pick-me-up. Sing along loud. Mine is Sunflowers by the Velvet Janes. Huh, never heard of it. What if a couple of Game Boy and Game Boy Advance game posters? Oh, like Pokemon and I don't know, like Zelda, I guess? The Zeldas for the Game Boys? Smudge that shit. What? Seriously, the research shows that burning sage and other herbs kills toxins in the air and improves brain functions. Really? Oh. Obviously, burning and producing smoke is better, and that's what I do at home. But at work I use a sage spray so I don't set off the smoke detectors in the building. Everyone there already has enough to put up with having me around. Let me check real quick. Okay. 40. Set your intention by saying it out loud. Not just thinking it. It adds an auditory cue, making it more likely to stick. Oh. 41. Do 5-7-8 breathing. You're essentially breathing in for 5 counts, holding it for 7, exhaling for 8. The longer exhale engages the parasympathetic response. Oh. The parasympathetic. That was... Right, that was the... Which one was that? The parasympathetic... Hang on. Parasympathetic nervous system. Rest and digest conditions. Oh. Okay. And the sympathetic one is the fight or flight. Okay. "42. Take a break from your comfort zone. Take a different route, even if just to your mailbox. Chew your food on the other side of your mouth. You have no idea how weird that will feel to do intentionally if you are a creature of habit. Pay attention to how these changes affect you. It gives you something new to focus on. I think you would like the Link's Awakening or Minish Cap one, maybe even both. Maybe. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. But thank you for thinking of me. That's very sweet. 43. Make a list of things you look forward to. If the list seems small, create things to look forward to, like a cupcake date with yourself at the end of the week. Anticipation produces dopamine before you even get the reward. Hell yeah. 44. Are you really furious about something? Try the 60-minute anger package from Julia Samuel's book Griefworks. Do 10 minutes of journaling, 20 minutes of running or some other cardio exercise, 10 minutes of meditating, and 20 minutes of watching or reading something funny. Oh. Interesting. So it's like engaging your brain, then letting out the tension, engaging your calming down, and then replacing that cleansed mind with something funny. Okay, neat. Personally wouldn't mind. Got the box just sitting there. I mean, maybe. Shift your language, saying I don't instead of I can't. Instead of making demands to others, state your preference to them and label it as such. These language shifts add ownership to your experience and decrease the power struggle. State your preference, label it as such. These language shifts add ownership to your experience and decrease the power struggle. Make one small but healthy change for 21 days and see how you feel after. Not a huge diet shift, but maybe you switch out dairy milk with almond milk. Maybe do 5 minutes of stretching in the morning before going to work. Maybe switching to half calf instead of fully caffeinated coffee. Something that can have a huge impact without a ton of extra stress and planning. Maybe. Try a cue-controlled relaxation technique. You are just tensing and then relaxing certain muscles in your body at a time, so you can connect and feel the difference. So, PMR. When we are upset, we tense our muscles in certain patterns as part of our fight, flight, freeze response. By connecting back to our bodies, we can start to unpack these patterns, so when they occur, we know where to focus our relaxation efforts. Channel your inner Dr. Phil. Oh god, no. Step outside what's going on mentally for a moment and ask yourself, booming Texas drawl included, how's that working for ya? This isn't intended as a mechanism of self-shaming for whatever response you are having. Remember, responses aren't good or bad, they're all adaptive. But this does let you step out of the cycle of response for a minute and judge if it's an adaptation that is helping you through the current situation in the healthiest way possible, so you can adjust as need be. Ugh. Man's lost his license a while ago, yeah. But I see what she's doing there. Like, it doesn't have to be pleasant. You know, it's just... It reminds me... It's kind of a shock to the system, actually. Like, you know? Like, even... Especially if you don't like him, actually. Like, either it's funny or it's like, ugh. You know? It's like cringe. And then, you know? Then it's like, wow. How is that working for me? Like, Jesus. Just gave up to eat food and I found one of 4 screws. Now you know what you're looking at. Tasty chicken burgie. Heck yeah. Man, everything is coming up toward us today. I'm glad. I'm glad for you. Okay, but I am done for today. Yeah. Time for me to engage in some coping skills of my own. Maybe literally calling put chillness as a... Wait, what? Having you literally calling put chillness as I looked... Help. Literally call put... I can't process that, I'm sorry. As the Metroid fanboy, by the way, I think I'm gonna give myself all the other Metroid amiibo soon. Calling out... Oh... Okay, calling out, okay, okay. Thanks for that, Pat. Mobile typing, yeah. No worries. I think I'm gonna get myself all the other Metroid amiibo soon. Fuck getting a CPU cool, I need the collection. Hell yeah, treat yourself. Okay. Let's freaking go. Let's Who? Who do it? Oh, wait, there's a well-identified ghost. Okay, catch, create a ball. There we go. Having a little Ridley sitting on my shelf would be cool. That is true, yeah. We all need a little Ridley on our lives. Thank you for the hydrate. Stay moist. Hell yeah. Okay, that does it. We're gonna rate Colibri. Because you said moist. Even though she's playing Baldur's Gate. Which I don't really want to be spoiled on, but you know, that's gonna happen. It's one of those life risks that you're just gonna have to deal with. Right, Colibri Vitae. Let's freaking go. As much as amiibos don't interest me that much, I like the idea of having my favorite characters as a little high quality statues. Cool, yeah. Yeah. Oh wait, that was the wrong one. Okay, so that's the right message. And there we go. We're gonna read. Gonna raid this beautiful creature who is a fairy. And it's gonna be great. Yeah. Here's the right message. If you don't have the emotes, you can replace them with whatever you want. And yeah. Yeah. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah. I'll be back Sunday at 4 p.m. CET. So like about 5 hours earlier than now. And then we'll also have a movie night at like 42 minutes earlier than now. So yeah, go join the Discord if you aren't already in the Discord. Okay. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Remember that you're worth fighting for, and remember that you're loved. Bye bye.